Let's wait for market musician. Are we live? Let me check the YouTube channel.
I think so.
Yo, market.
My job is to make college easier because students
Yo.
Hey, do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Awesome. Okay.
Yo. Okay.
Hey, do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Awesome.
Okay, so
Okay,
let's I guess start the
Hey, do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Okay. Okay, so I guess we'll start the stream now.
Yeah.
Hey Blood Gang, this is the third stream of the Analysts here in the Blood Gang server. So to start the stream, we'll be doing we'll have Cryptomaniac show his charts and his insights for this week ahead. So could you share your screen, Maniac?
Yeah, give me a sec. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I see it.
Here is this you change the screen.
Yeah, there we go. I think they can see it now.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So I'm going over BTC for the beginning. As you can see, we dumped a lot after this kind of, not really a deviation, but we created a small range within like last week's open. I think it was 11th. Yeah, exactly. With last week's open, we created a small range. Now currently under this weekend range, as you can see, we don't really move during the weekends. We had like I think 1%, 1.5% bracket. So not much to do during weekends. I tend to short move contracts due to volatility being really low. So yeah, now break down, but we are only following stocks, or to be exact, ES, SPX. So for now, I think we're going to see like a retest of this 49.2 level, and from there on we can watch what's going to happen. I want to see at least a reclaim of 39.7, 8 for any upside moves. Exactly, let me show the 4 hour. Right. You can see we broke like our market structure break here, break below, didn't even retest it yet really. And yeah, so the level I want to see really for any upsides on the higher time frame is a reclaim of 48, 49. And then I'm watching again. So higher levels, at least like 44 again. This is a really, really strong resistance. But for now, like any longs, let me show you. It's this whole area. I would probably bid between 37 and 37.6. Acceptance below this, and this can go really bad in my opinion, like at least 34.5. Exactly, like we got this range low kind of. So that's the level I'm watching. But also you want to watch stocks because, well, let me show you quick. We're following stocks, especially like the S&P, highly correlated with BTC. And as you can see, this has been a down movement. We got a retest of our market structure back. So I don't know if anyone is trading Forex, but this was a nice short. And for now, we don't really have any strong supports. Like 415 is a good one, but we got some demand here. So let's see how stocks will open. For now, they're still in pre-market, not much going on. But for example, you can see like the 1 minute chart here at 120, it pumped. Now let's see BTC, same thing, but you can see like the percentage moves of BTC are much, much bigger than stocks. So that's like my opinion on BTC. What's your opinion, guys? Market musician?
So I could share my screen if you want.
Yeah.
Or yeah, is that fine?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me see. Okay, well I'll just share my entire screen. Okay. There we go. You guys see this?
Yeah.
Wait.
Awesome. Yeah, so I mean, I generally think we're like heavily in this kind of channel. That's what I've been looking at over the last kind of week. I had a long open which I exited like midway. I mean, actually, my bot did, luckily. So that was literally right in the middle of this channel. So I think we are really nicely following this channel right now. And you know, where I would look for a main reaction is around this level here, around the 37.6. You know, if we get there, I mean, that's just following this channel, and there is a bit of horizontal support here as well, in my opinion. So I would look for a nice reaction around this 37.6K. If we get it, I saw that now there was like a small reaction here earlier, but I think you know there's a likelihood for the price to continue dropping a bit. So yeah, that's my personal opinion on Bitcoin. And I'm heavily looking into this whole formation of like a flag. So if, you know, in my opinion, if this breaks down, I'm going to look for, I'm going to look for like probably around, first around the 30, as you said, the 35, 34 level. And then, perhaps even lower around 29K, which would be like a really nice bear flag if this plays out like that. But obviously right now I'm just looking at this level here. Yeah. What about you, Beras?
Okay, I'll share my screen.
Yeah. Let me disconnect.
So, can you guys see it? Can you guys see it? Or what?
No, I can't.
Um,
I'm just seeing your turtle emoji.
hold on. There, can you guys see it?
1 second. Still not, no.
Oh damn. I guess the stream can see it.
Let me see. Oh yeah, now I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So last week ago I said that the daily is still bullish to me unless we break market structure down below like 37.1k. Unless we break that and close below it, the market structure will change for me. Then I'll be looking for shorts mainly. So right now I'm I guess the last line of defense would be the same with you guys. If we draw the range volume, let me draw it. If we draw it this way, we can see that the range value area low is at confluence with the areas you guys
Yeah, like 37.6, 37.5.
yeah,
Yeah,
37.5. So with this, I guess this is the last line for me. So if it gets acceptance below this, I guess the target would be this low and this low, and
yeah.
it would just
I fully agree with that. And that would also coincide with like a bearish flag formation.
yeah, something like the bearish flag. Yeah, I saw that on the daily chart as well. So on this one, it's just sitting below this range point of control, and now I'm just waiting for this long on this refined level or this value area low. So I'll wait for lower time frame market structure to form there before I start longing, so that I don't get wrecked. So
Yeah.
then that's about it for the plan for BTC. And if we ever pump hard, a short I'm looking for would be around this level too. Like if we pump from here, then if all things go well, 44.5k would be a level to short for me if we ever go there, but let's not think about that for now. This is the level to watch mainly for me. So that's about it for my Bitcoin update. Is there anything you guys would like to add?
Not really. Not really for Bitcoin, actually. Yeah, maybe one thing. I mean, I wanted to have a look, and I know this might seem a bit, if you let me share my screen, I want to have a look at like the macro perspective of Bitcoin. If you think that would. Sometimes I like to open my Bitstamp chart, where I like post where I like look at like the really like the weekly 1 week, 5 week charts. Let me see.
Yeah, bro, you can share it for sure. So,
Yeah, so I'm gonna share this for a second. Give me a sec. Okay, share my screen. Awesome. Okay. So I like to look, instead of focusing a lot on the smaller time frames, I actually like to look at this like macro view sometimes, because it just gives me more clarity. Also, it like removes the FOMO a lot of the times. And like here, how I was looking at Bitcoin for the past year, to just explain to a lot of people. I mean, I think in general, the market, if you draw a fib retracement from from the high in 2017 to the low in 2018, you can see that the market just about topped around like a Fibonacci level, 3.618 here and there. So you can see that like these kind of levels do, it does follow that kind of stuff. And I think that, you know, you can draw a nice parabola and a major trend line over the last few years on Bitcoin if you just connect like all these levels here where it has touched. And, you know, recently I saw some, you know, if you look at the past bear markets and you just analyze a bit how the structure looks of these kind of, you know, these kind of moves here before there's another upside. Sorry, this is a bit of a weird, before there's another upside, there's usually this, you know, the ABC kind of correction. For me, this is quite, you know, makes a lot of sense. And I've been recently just looking into that option, not option really, but into that scenario, and just like using RSI to kind of just have a look at the bigger picture here, where, you know, you see this clear downtrend. You know, there's a contraction in most of the indicators on the weekly time frame, which a lot of people don't actually look at, and a lot of people have been, you know, very bullish here, and I think there's still chance, you know, there's a decent chance for us to go all the way down to 29, and in my opinion even below the lows here, in below the 28, just for like one massive liquidity grab and just a massive bear trap before starting a new trend. And for me, if this would happen, this would be like the you know, this would be like the bear market low. If you look at the past kind of, if you look at this area, or if you look at these kind of lows that build up, they've all been on this major trend line, which I'm still looking at. You know, I don't know, not many people trade with these kind of, you know, trend lines in mind, or whatever. It's, that's all up to you. But for me, this is personally a scenario I am looking into. So yeah, I hope that can give you a bit of, I don't know, insights. Yeah, that's all for me for Bitcoin, basically. Do you still hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So yeah, do you want to move on to something else now?
Do you have anything to add, Mania?
No, not regarding BTC. I think like it's clear on the lower time frame we got like this 37.6 level, so strong and good level, long maybe. But on the higher time frame, we have to see, like as market musician also pointed out. Let's see what's going to happen.
It's exciting for me
Yeah.
to look at
Oh
this.
yeah.
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 I mean, because you look at, I mean, you mentioned stocks as well. I mean, you look at the entire market, you know, whether it's the indexes, everything is kind of bleeding out, and you just, you know, like what's happening to this market here, what's going to happen. So it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. Yeah. What should we continue with next?
Chart requests from the chat, if there are any.
Okay.
Do we have chart requests? Let me see if we do. Chat, you can request a chart if you guys want to. We will analyze it if there are any. Yeah, Don Amigo said ape short entry.
Do you want to do that? Should I have a look at Ape?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll look at the perps on FTX on that
Yeah.
chart. This is the weekly, but I'm just gonna drop into the day. This is a nice chart. I tried to get the retest. I got stopped out like right about at 14. So that was not so nice. But this chart is looking pretty good. It's broke the highs. It kind of actually not really, huh? It's like sitting there. Let me just look at this. Just open some of these. There's some like momentum slowing down, in my opinion. Like I got a few short signals already here on the 4 hour. And yeah, I don't really have I probably would not long here. I'd probably look for some kind of, it's difficult. What are your opinions on this one? Do you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maniac,
what-
you can. I guess you can share Maniac.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah, please share this one.
So what I did try, I wanted to long like 13.6, but missed out like on I think 0.5% or 1% move. My bits, yeah, exactly. So I missed completely the move after this like huge downbreak. Yeah, and that was unfortunate for me. But for now, I think like this whole structure is like not bearish, but also not really bullish. Like it's making highs. So for now, I wouldn't like wait. Let's see how the 1 hour. Yeah, like I wouldn't short this for now. Even
No,
if you look,
me neither. I wouldn't short it
Yeah,
yet.
same. Yeah,
I would wait until like the structure is broken. I mean, I would wait for perhaps, a break of that trend line.
yeah,
Or like I just saw that the momentum is slowing down, which
yeah,
usually is kind of an exhaustion sign, which isn't really an incentive to long, in my opinion.
yeah, complete same. Like for now, I don't think there's any good trade at this area here for Ape. But if you're looking like for more down move, maybe
Yeah.
like this whole area here, if it holds. But for now, wait, let me see the lower time frame. Yeah, not a short here, not a long, or 100% not a long here. But if you're
No,
looking for long, maybe, yeah.
yeah, I agree. I actually, if I was looking for a long, I would probably do it at around 15.6, 15.5, from 15.5 to 15.6,
Yeah,
that
like
area.
this whole area way more. Yeah,
Yeah, that I like
completely.
that area.
Completely, yeah.
I think there's no incentive to long here at the moment.
Well, especially when
I mean, like this
BTC is
thing,
on a crit.
yeah, exactly. And plus, it just did a 70% move,
Yeah, complete.
So, and it has actually, Ape has like a pretty inflated market cap, in my opinion,
Yes.
for what it is.
Yeah, yeah. I think like long term, we are going to see
Yeah, I mean, like
a lot of downside.
yeah, I think there's more. I mean, no, I don't think anything. I definitely How long if if there's strength? I don't think there's strength at the moment.
Yeah, I think there's more room upside, no? Because
Oh, there's more room upside for sure. I agree with that. But no, never mind. Go ahead. What were you saying?
this coin is like an NFT coin, right? So once the news comes out officially from Yuga Labs and something like that, Board Ape Yacht Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
this coin is just gonna pump crazy, and the shorts will get wrecked so hard. So I wouldn't short aggressively, or if I'm short, I'll just take profits aggressively on these highs. I've been trading this all weekend with my friend, so it just like it likes to hunt stop losses and liquidity. So be very careful when shorting this. I guess Don Amigo, the one who requested this. So that's my thoughts, and yeah, the structure is bullish right now. So yeah, that's my thought.
Yeah, I agree.
Coin I have been helping a lot is GMT. To be honest, like we are still at the all-time high. Still didn't break it completely, so we are still on the lower time frame. You can see, like this was this horizontal line was our all-time high. We are chilling here around. So I've been scalping this like insanely, just lowering in like this area and taking profit at 1% and 2%, and I've been doing this a lot. Like it's insane. Like some coins are you can scalp a lot of them.
Yeah, I did that with YFII a lot in the past.
Yeah.
It was in an extreme, like it's very very similar structure for like a few months, and I kept lowering the same level, and it kept working out. I was like in disbelief.
Like I think if we are holding this level, to be honest, and just arranging a little bit more, we get a big upside move again. I think there are a lot of shorts building up on this one too. Wait, let me take a look on. Give me a sec. I think it's here or not. Can I show this? Can you see my other screen or only trading view?
No, you'd have to. We can only see the trading view screen.
Okay, wait.
You'd have to move this to your other screen, or share
Okay.
your whole screen.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, now I think okay, perfect. So this is like a
Coinalyze
and futures, perps. So for now, let's see. GMT. Okay, they only have Bittrex, not the best one, but still. I think they had. No, this is not the one I want to. This one. No. Let me see on the higher time frame. So as you can see, like perps have been shorting this now for a long time, and a lot of them are still holding their shorts. So I think they're still building in their shorts till now. So I think this has a potential room for like to wreck a lot of shorts and get a new upside, especially when we get a lot of spot buys. I think this was a good example here. Futures has been shorting this a lot, hugely, and then some spot buys came in and they got wrecked, like with a huge move, like a 100% move. And now the same thing is happening. Open interest is building up, shorts are increasing, and now just more new spot buys need to come in, and I think we can get our next move upside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like for GMT, I like the coin.
Yeah, I think that was a really nice one to trade recently.
Yeah, especially I think like they got this step app. While you walk, you buy shoe NFTs, and if you walk, you get like rewards.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah, like,
Yeah, it's like
so any other.
walk to earn.
Yeah,
Someone is requesting for Ethereum and Solana.
Okay. Do you want to do it? I can do it. Up to you.
yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
You
Should
can.
we ETH first or Sol first? 3, 2,
Go for
1.
E.
Share your screen, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I forgot to share my screen. I was like starting to. There we go. Entire screen. Do it. Okay. ETH. Ooh, it's looking good. I actually haven't looked at ETH. So, let me just delete everything that I was looking at because I haven't actually looked at this in a few days. In my opinion, ETH is looking pretty much like the rest of the market. Just like a nice dump over the last, right? Actually, this was very recent, the last 2 days. Kind of sitting nicely here. This was actually an area I was interested in to long. You know, I look a lot of the times I look for nice confluences between indicators and trend lines. So this would probably have been an area where I would have longed it. I can't believe I missed this. You know, this is a nice horizontal support area. Let me look at the VPVR. This is the it's the 4 hour. Go to the daily. Okay. Yeah, well, I actually was looking into this area mainly for a long. I actually recently really enjoy working with VPVR. So I think it's a very useful indicator. It's basically what you were doing, Barros, as well, except for you were just taking the range. I mean, I'm doing the same thing essentially, just for the like basically whatever I look at in the chart. This is cool. This area for a little long. It's holding up. I don't see a reason. I think if Bitcoin plays well, this could be a great area for like some kind of. Let me go lower. Yeah, I mean, I do think that this recent pump is a bit short-lived. So on the lower time frames, I think it will come back for a little visit of this area, perhaps. Usually, these kind of trend line jumps are pretty short, and then kind of do come down to test it again. I did get a few signals here for longs. I mean, I do use a few. These things just measure like divergences on many indicators. So there's another long signal here. So I mean, honestly, ETH is looking decent. I'm more worried about like Bitcoin at the moment. I think everything will play along with like at the same kind of rate as Bitcoin. Like no matter what Bitcoin does, like the market is reacting to Bitcoin, and so yeah. But ETH is at a good level. What do you guys think about ETH?
Wait. Yeah, same. Like I think if we hold this level now, we need to hold it. Otherwise, I think we get at least wait, it's 10% more downside. Could be easily like wait 2,500 is the next level I'm watching. I don't know which level you got marked after that.
Oh, after this one here, I was, well, to be honest, I was first, looking into this level here, the 2000. I mean, 2,500 is a very, very valid level as well. I was just looking at the VPVR, which is around 2,600. So,
Yeah,
but I would probably
Yes.
have, I don't know, if I were to long this, I would wait anyways for some kind of reaction, and I'd have my stop like way probably below 2,500 anyways, probably like around -6 or so percent. Just like a wide, for these kind of, after these big down moves, I usually have a super wide stop and just kind of build the position rather than
Yeah,
like
makes
trying to snipe an
Makes-
entry,
yeah,
I
makes
think
sense.
I think for, in terms of, this is a log trend line. I mean, if you were to draw, I don't know if you can still see my screen.
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah. If I were to draw like a trend line for me, like I don't think ETH is going to tank much, but like I think if Bitcoin tanks, there's a chance that we do have like, it's a similar kind of formation, but not really like this, this flag formation that we see in Bitcoin recently. This kind of, it's not really as evident on ETH, but
Yeah.
you can, I mean, you could see, this is actually an area of confluence now that you look at it like this. And I'll draw a proper channel just to make it easier. If you just like, I'm just doing this very roughly, but like you can see that there's some kind of, you can draw a nice channel here, and this 2,600, maybe even down to 2,500 area would be a nice confluence with this channel. So I definitely think there's more room for downside here on
Yeah.
ETH. I definitely think the entire market has room for another 10% lower. So I would just be cautious with longs. I mean, this right now is definitely, good for scalps and stuff, and the reaction has been nice here. If you long this area on a lower time frame, you would have gotten a nice little. Oops, I'm lagging. Sorry about that. Do you still hear me, or is it my internet, or is it?
We can hear you good.
So it's just my chart that's not loading. That's so strange.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, why is it doing that? Oh, my bot just entered a long. That's cool. Weird as well. Or is that's a reminder of? Okay, sorry. If I'll speed up with this. My bad. Sorry. So, yeah, as I said, this area is a cool one to long, and on lower time frames, if you would have, please work this time. Yes, this area would have been a great, just like a little, like a good 2% scalp if you would have along this orange area, like in confluence with this little trend line that built up here. So yeah, decent for scalps, I'd say at the moment, the entire market. Do you have anything you want to add to ETH?
No, not really. Like on the 4 hour, you can see like the price action isn't as clean as BTC. So I haven't been trading ETH recently much.
Yeah, me neither, actually, exactly for the same reason as you.
It doesn't have a clean structure.
Yeah.
Like it didn't build anything, not really arranged like BTC. So I've
Exactly.
been sticking to BTC for scalps, but as you said, like for small scalps, these areas are good to go.
Yeah, I think you can work well on this kind of thing. I think ETH hasn't been super strong. I think, you know, for scalps, I think recently my favorite has been Luna. I've been heavily working with that one, and I didn't get that massive entry. We can go to that one after. That one's really fun to chart, in my opinion. I didn't get the massive entry, but I actually was, you know, I labeled it perfectly. It would have been a really nice entry. For Sol, I think it's sitting quite nicely. Let me just pull up this. I mean, honestly, this is not the VPVR. Wow, there's a massive, I don't know why, if this is just FTX. Sorry, USDT, let's look on Binance. There's a difference. Okay, there's a massive difference. Anyways, Sol is looking good here. It's sitting comfy. I think in terms of momentum, it's not like, you know, this is the OBV, all my indicators, and like OBV is not looking too well compared to the up move. So it's still showing like a bearish structure, in my opinion. And in terms of the momentum is actually decreasing here. So just like with Bitcoin and the other assets as well. So, I mean, definitely nothing I would long yet. But I mean, you know, I'd look for some scalps for, you know, on trend lines like this, on, you know, you can long these bounces and stuff like that on Solana. It works pretty well with a lot of the altcoins, you know, just longing some trend lines. Yeah, otherwise I got the 4 hour. Nothing yet really playing out here. See this here, like I would wait on the 4 hour. For example, if I were to long Solana right now, I wouldn't, but if I were to look for a long, I would probably wait until I get some kind of divergence playing. So, you know, like a lower, just a move lower, but, you know, a little higher move on some indicators. That would give me enough confidence to say, okay, there's some strength showing. I like to also look at for Solana, especially I like to look at the Sol BTC chart. Because that usually tells you like how strong it's actually performing, and I mean, it made a slightly higher low, but it's nothing that's giving me super confidence. It is sitting here though, like it is sitting on this kind of support. In my opinion, this is actually pretty good, this area. Yeah, so I mean, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I had a chart like last week. Like, I think I deleted it, but let me show it. So here it is. Charted the daily. It recently broke. I guess. Yeah, technically it broke market structure to the upside right here, but I guess this retrace is too fast downwards, without any much laddering. But right now, Solana, I just have my daily POIs. I have my daily POIs around 87 to 92. And
Yeah, it's a good area. I agree.
yeah, and this last one, like if we break this low, like it's gonna look so bad for Solana if we if we break this, if we break this low. Like there's nothing, there's nothing much here to bounce from. I guess this level, but I'm not quite sure if that would hold. But it could be a POI if it will hold. Then watch the lower time frame price action to look for a long. But you know, this is a level I'm watching for now on the daily. So I guess it's heading 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 on that level. Like there's nothing much here to hold. Like for this one, there's nothing much here to hold. Then if we get to this level, I'm gonna go down to the 4-hour time frame. So I think if we start to do this, that would be a good long for Solana. So basically, I marked my daily POI. Then this level. Did you have this level as well, Market Musician?
Yeah, actually, I did. Wait 1 second. I already exited the chart now. Let me go back. I've been looking at, I'll tell you exactly the level, which was, my chart is loading really slowly. My bad. I've been looking into the 89. Actually, yeah, precisely like 89.86 is kind of where I would have started building. Yeah, around 90 to 89 is where I would have started looking for to build along. Usually what I do is I put in, like, if I think that's a good level, I'll go in with a quarter of my position, just like trying to snipe it, and then I'll see if I was right. If I was wrong, I only lose, a quarter of my position, which is literally like, it's not a lot. I'll be down like 0.25% on my portfolio. But if I get a really good entry, I'll take that. I'll take that extra percent in the end. So this is probably where I would have started building along, around 89.8. You can't see my chart right now, but I'm like pointing around and showing. Yeah, so that's pretty much your area as well, right? Around the 90.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of, like, every chart is showing a move lower at the moment. So that's kind of what I expect.
Yeah, because of Bitcoin.
Yeah, I do expect that to happen. Either that's exactly why it's not going to happen, because too many people expect it, or it's going to get there, or it'll go way lower. That happens so often, where you're like, okay, this is great, and then you just dumps even more. So I really have no opinion. I'm just going to trade like the levels I've marked out, and then see how it reacts to those. Yeah.
So,
I wanted to. Yeah, never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, does Maniac, do you have anything to add with
No,
Solana?
no, like I think that's it. Like I'm looking at not exact same areas, but like similar areas. I think like the only thing I would add, like Solana's currently at a small demand zone, so it gave a small bound, but I think that's it, and we're gonna see some more downside on it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So I'll take a long at around 90, probably. But that one, I'm more interested in Luna. Should I chart that one? You guys want to have a go at that one?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Why don't
Maybe
you
Reina can
why
share your
don't you
screen.
yeah, why don't you start with that one? I really liked Luna recently.
Should I share? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Like you can see, this level is a really strong level. I already played it like twice now. I longed 88.8, I think, and then got some bits layered up here. And now I'm waiting for another long, to be honest. Like it's the third time we are revisiting this area in a short period of time. I really want this level to hold, to be honest, because otherwise I think we're going to see some downside as we did here. Like we went down and then literally moved up. So maybe some ranging here between 82 and 88. So the best thing for me, in my opinion, would be to bounce now and regain. Let me see which level would be good. Like regain 92.5 is what I would be watching. Or 92. So a reclaim of this area, I think, and we could retest again 100. So that's on a higher time frame, as we can see. Wait. But overall, I think Luna is a really good coin to scalp if we're into scalping, because it has really good volumes, like everyday good volumes.
I absolutely agree with that. I actually think this level might actually hold very well. I think this level is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a pretty strong level. So I haven't checked it out really, but it looks good. Like it's trying to hold. Obviously depends on some other things, but still, it can be if you're like playing it long with a tight, not a tight stop, like with a stop loss below these wicks somewhere. I think this can be a nice long.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Should I share my screen? Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen.
Do that.
I'm gonna share my screen because okay. So yeah, there's Luna. I actually think it's been really cool working with Luna. This is a 4-hour time frame. I got pretty cool signals on there. I actually tried to long this double bottom, and I had an order at 75.55 and I didn't get it. It was like 75.6. So I literally missed it by a few cents. Like that was pretty disappointing. So that move was crazy. I like this level here. Look, there's like so many wicks that are being let's go into the lower time frame actually. Look, there's a lot of buying happening right here at the 87 area. This to me sounds really cool. I think if this again depends on Bitcoin right now, but like if there's a nice, if there's some sign of strength within the entire market that also includes like stocks and stuff, I think this will be the first coin to kind of go back for the $100 mark, in my opinion. I'm also going to look at the Fibonacci's quickly. Like you can see that it's also on, like it's sitting right on the 0.5 fib level retracement. And that's like showing a lot of strength here, more than, So I think this is a great area to look into for Luna, especially. Below that, I mean, I would probably, in the case, that the entire market does head lower, I would probably look back for my next long. I'd probably look around like it's loading so slow. My apologies. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'd probably look for the just above $50 again. I mean, before that, there's a few areas, but really, I think it's been scooting along this trend line over the last while. You can see it nicely here, and yeah, I don't know. I think we might get a retest of that or something like that in the future. But I think it is right now. It's the strongest asset, and it's sitting nicely here around this area, which is showing some decent support. So I could definitely see over the next coming days like a little, at least from here maybe, something like this, and then here you would kind of see if this is actually a lower high or if there's a room for upside. So in terms of a short, I would, if there's a reaction here, I would probably look to kind of short around here. This I think also happens to be on FTX, the VPVR level. Just about, yeah. This is kind of, the most traded volume here around. So I'd probably exit around that level, to be honest. So, I mean, from here, I wouldn't enter right now, but maybe from here. That's still a 7% move. You have a stop below. It's a decent 4.7 R trade. I'd probably take that, actually. That makes sense to me. Yeah, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I have the same. Yeah, I posted a Luna chart as well. I guess 3 days ago. And yeah, I have the same level as you guys. Same with Maniac and you marketing session. So I think this is the level to hold this support. Let me show the same as you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah. This one. Yeah. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, I basically have the same level as you guys. So this is the level to hold, and if we get some strength here, like in the lower time frame, we see some bullish shifts to the upside, like maybe we can do another long like this one, but right now it's just ranging at this level I marked out. So I'm not taking any positions here at the moment. Same thought as you, market musician and Maniac. So I'll wait for further strength from BTC before longing this coin. But I think if we long this, the first target would be around 97. Yeah, around this 97. But technically the market structure is bullish, because we broke the high that broke this low. We broke this and we created another high here, So this demand zone will be the last defense for Luna, which is all the way down. In case BTC nukes again from here, and just continues to do so, like slowly grind down from here, I'm guessing Luna will do something like this, slowly grind as well until this 4-hour POI. So, but until then, we need to hold this level that we marked out. So I'll just wait for lower time frame confirmation to that one. So either on the 1 hour or the 15-minute, I guess we can ride along until around 97 over here. 97. Then if all goes well, I think Luna being such a strong coin, can go back on this range right here. So this will be a level, and this will be a level as well. So yeah, it all depends on BTC at the end. So yeah, let's wait for further strength from BTC. That's my opinion.
I agree. I think actually what it's doing, I kind of like where Bitcoin is sitting right now. I think that this is like a good reaction recently, but I do think that we will come down to 37.5.
Yeah, I had that marked out actually. 37.553.
Yeah, 552 or something like that. So it really. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so 4-hour time frame looks bearish to me, and since we recently broke this low again, this Emma Cloud, I think shorting previous week open would be a good trade for this one with clear invalidations.
Yeah.
Like we can open a short trade right here, then target the 37.5.
I agree with that. I think that there's room for it to continue going up a bit now until that level.
Yeah, or
So I'm actually my bot is actually currently long since 38.5. So I was looking at that a few minutes ago. So yeah, I guess there's some kind of divergences or some kind of strength on the lower time frames that are playing out at the moment. So let's see. I would also probably short this level. 39.5 something.
Yeah, 39.6 or something.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Maniac? Is that
Yeah,
would that be a good trade?
Yeah, obviously, like that's the area I would go for long. But overall, like some alts are on really, really strong levels, so they might already bounce here. So, but it would be a like ideal entry for BTC.
Yeah.
I think someone wants to see Matic and SLP.
Okay.
I guess you can share your screen, Maniac, or mark it.
I don't mind. Whatever one of you. Yeah, I sure I'll do it.
Okay, good.
Give it a second. Share my screen. Okay. Shell Go USD. Matic USD. That's it. Why is it not showing? Okay. So I haven't charted Matic in a while, very, very long time, because I've been mainly focusing on other coins. So let's see this. For some reason, my things are not loading, so maybe for the next charts, it's better if you guys do this. Matic. Wow, where to start? I'm gonna look at the daily. Okay, obviously, you know, like the rest of the market, I'd say structure is bearish. You know, room for moves lower here, in my opinion. I would not long here, probably. We wait for lower. This is where I would probably be interested in it again, like properly around this level. You know, personally. Which would be, I don't even know how much percent down, maybe 15 or so. 20, that'll be a 20% move down. Maybe that doesn't happen, but before, like this chart is not giving me a lot of confidence or anything, so I would probably not trade this thing at the moment. Other than that, I mean, you have a trend line. This didn't even get tested properly. So let's just say it could, in my opinion, I mean, it's sitting right on some, you know, it's sitting nicely here, but, you know, I could see it move down a bit more. I don't know. This is like a move up like that is where like if it breaks this, you know, this is kind of, and shows some kind of move like this is kind of where I would be interested in Matic again. And then I would probably, yeah, I would long that. But recently, I haven't even looked at it because I like clear, you know, PA, and I'm not really getting that from here. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, wait, let me share my screen. So I had this like small demand mark. I haven't looked at Matic for a while too. So we got a bounce here and now trying to bounce here, but it was like a 2% move, I think. So yeah, not much.
Yeah, so you also have pretty much the 1.03 level.
Yeah,
I can see.
exactly like this area. So I think this could be like
Like,
a good long.
yeah, like the one, like I think the $1 mark is
Yeah,
gonna be
also
long.
psychological level.
Yeah,
So
I think that's gonna be a pretty good level again.
this could be a long. So, but other than that, as you said, not clear structure, doesn't look clean at all. Price action has been not the best. Like it has improved. Like this is pretty nonsense in my opinion. This price action, you can't see huge wicks, huge pumps, nothing to make out. It's getting cleaner starting from here, but still you can see like it's downtrending. So for now, I think more downside, and if we are looking for long, it's this whole $1 mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can see my screen is actually still
Oh, okay.
sharing. Sorry about that.
No problem.
And
But
the other coin was SLP, right? Smooth Love Potion.
So that's been in a downside forever.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't understand. I mean, I personally don't even understand. It's like used for the Axie game, or what was it?
Yeah.
It's the reward system, right? It like SLP is what you like. Basically, it's what you sell
Yeah.
to cash out of Axie, right?
Yeah.
So for me, that means that there will be an infinite amount of down pressure. The more people that are trading Axie, the more people will want to sell this thing. Or am I wrong?
And now completely right. So it doesn't make
So then, like in my opinion, I've never charted this. I've never traded it either, because I heard about like what it is used for, and for me that's not something I would want to take any positions in. You know, given the fact that it is made to be sold, pretty much.
Yeah. I shot it like a few times after like these huge pumps.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Because
absolute
sometimes, I mean, it's probably down 99%, so it's obviously going to get some pumps from now and then. But for now, we lost a huge,
Holy
this
crap!
huge
Actually, it
euro.
has been that thing has
Yeah, downside.
taken a hit. Wow,
And I think
that
we are
is
going to retrace this pump here and get a big down move.
probably, yeah, like something back to
Yeah, and create new lows again, you know. Like
yeah.
if I
That's
look at the weekly, yeah, this hasn't moved at all.
what are
Now.
you? Oh, which chart are you looking at? Is this FTX or?
Yeah, that's FTX.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, same as me. Yeah, it doesn't look good. There's a lot of, I mean, yeah. I don't have anything to say about Smooth Love Potion, other than like from a fundamental point, I would never trade it. I generally only like and this might, this is definitely this might just be me and whatever, but like I kind of trade mainly only projects that I believe in, that I think have value, because just that's, yeah, kind of my, I don't even know why, but I focus on that mainly. So a lot of big coins, bigger market cap projects.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Is there anything else? Where are people writing this on their chart requests? On the Ask Anything?
No, on live chat in YouTube.
Yeah, someone
Oh.
asked for FTM. I think I can do FTM.
Yeah, you do that one. That's a cool one.
Yeah. So I already have a chart with FTM. I started with the daily. So let's see the daily. The daily looks so bearish to me. Like we broke this low and closed below it. So this supply area right here was a very clear long. If we caught it, if it was a very clear short, if we caught it on time. From there, it retraced this whole up move almost very quickly. Then it looks like it's going to break. It's going to break this low again with this high. So that just creates another daily break on the bearish shift on the daily. So after that, I charted it. I charted the possible bounce areas. So I have this one, 0.9474,
Yeah,
and
I actually have the same. I have 0.946 in mind.
yeah, that one, like
Yeah,
the low of this candle.
yeah, and also the old all-time high of
Oh yeah,
2000 May 2021,
oh yeah,
like
this one.
the top there. So I think it could be a decent long, actually, that level.
Yeah, this is a decent level for sure. So after that, after I charted this as well, I jumped to the 4 hours. Then first I marked out the daily OB. Then afterward, the 4 hour looks so bearish as well. It broke market structure again here for a further confirmation downside. So it never broke this high. It never broke this high. So that's why I'm still bearish. I'm bearish on FTM and looking to short this coin any chance I get. So with that, this supply area would be a good, I guess, would be a good short, because this M is respected, so it probably will do this this movement. Then if it goes up here, I'll just short this POI with lower time frame confirmation. So ride it till these two levels, I think. So ride it till 0.9474, or if it goes below that, this daily is the last. This level, I think, is the last defense it has. So if it breaks that level, I think it's gonna go. It's gonna look real bad for FTM. Like,
Around 60, I'd say.
yeah, around 60. It's gonna cascade down there. Then
Yeah, I'd say so.
for 4 hours, yeah, this is the level I'm looking for 4 hours. But I'm scalping it right now. So 15-minute is bearish, so I'm short right here. So I'm looking if we get this level tonight. If BTC doesn't show strength or doesn't do this move, I think we can certainly get this level to
The
in
the
next few
94.
days. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm actually gonna long that level, just because I think it is a good reason to long it. I mean, I think that might hold.
Yeah,
And
this will give a reaction for sure.
yeah. So I'm gonna long it
So
just
yeah.
because.
Yeah, it's a support. So I'm gonna long it as well. But I'm gonna wait for, I guess, confirmation. So I'm gonna long a bit higher.
Yeah, that makes sense as well. Of course.
Yeah, so that's it for FTM. So whoever like requested it. So there's another chart request. Kava. Who wants to do Kava, guys?
And yeah, sure, I'll do it. Wait. Okay, so actually, is it enough? Yeah. Okay. Coolio. So this one has actually been showing strength. I saw someone post about it on Twitter. I'm not exactly sure who, but I think it's been doing very well. That one, and I've had my eyes on this, but I haven't actually traded it or anything. But it's wait, this is. I'm gonna chart this differently. Kava US dollar. Oh, that is the start. Well, this is, yeah, there we go. That's the one. That's the one. So this is interesting because, in my opinion, I'm gonna go on the daily. This thing broke a downtrend. However you want to chart this. I think this broke a downtrend on the daily, and is kind of sitting. It's sitting. Look, there's this is a very interesting. I would not long this here. By the way, this is like a move higher with lower momentum, which is usually a great place to short. Like I would definitely not long this here. I'd probably look for a short around here actually, because I want to check the weekly for Kava. It's actually also, see, you can see, I mean, it's making lower highs, and it's at a level where I would wait until I make any moves on this one. On the daily, there's like, this is kind of a lower high in terms of divergences. I think OBV is bullish on the daily. So, I mean, this is a difficult one. I would probably, you know what? If I was gonna long Kava, I would wait until it clears this. I'd wait until at least something like this builds up, and then this would give me enough. Sorry, I'll draw that again. This would give me enough kind of motivation, perhaps, to go for long. But I'm not sure about this one. What do you think about this? This is a very interesting chart. I haven't looked at this.
I never traded Kava, to be honest.
Yeah, I never traded it either.
Let me just check one thing. If I don't have a short signal on this thing yet, so on the daily and on the 4-hour, I do actually have a short signal on the 4-hour for Kava. It doesn't always mean something, but it does mean that there's a shift, like a low momentum has slowed down. But I could still see this thing go to like 550 before like a move lower. Yeah, I haven't really. Last year I traded a bit. But not really. No. So yeah, those are my thoughts in terms of levels. I'd probably not. I'd not long it here, and if I were to long it lower, I would probably wait for this area here. I'd wait for this area here to get that again. To me, that seems cool. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. I mean, this would be, you know, if you get a little maybe this, and it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't go down, and then here, I would not even properly long this, because like I wouldn't see this do this, but I might see it, at least retest that and then kind of perhaps break that. I'm really not sure about this one, actually. I wouldn't. I would definitely wait though until 450, 460, something like this. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this one? You haven't traded it, right?
Yeah, right. I think I just charted quickly. Like I think this whole area of 5.5 area could be a good take profit or short area. Above that, and even on the daily, it's hard to say. We got a lot of supply, but I think it could reach like the next strong resistance would be probably like 6.8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This thing
but
has
I
a
think
lot of wicks.
yeah,
This,
really.
yeah, it's very, in my opinion, it's not something I would love to trade. This is more
Same.
something like, I mean, I don't actually know much about Kava. I've read a bit about it, but like this is probably something I would just, want to accumulate on spot and kind of, look to buy whenever it's oversold or something like this.
Yeah,
Rather
same.
than trading it, because there's like a lot of wicks. Like, you can, if you would have, longed this area, which was a decent area, for example, to long in the past, in my opinion, you'd go for that kind of this area, right? And here, I mean, you would have gotten stopped out. I mean, look, that's a 15. It's like a 16% wick. Like, you would have gotten stopped out here probably, or like, look at that thing. That's crazy. Yeah, definitely not really tradable, in my opinion. Unless you like really have like low expectations and loose stops. And yeah, definitely not on perps. I wouldn't trade this.
Someone is asking for dot.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. You guys mind if I do that one?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
So I actually haven't charted this on Binance for a while. I think personally, I think DOT is like a layer 0 blockchain, and that makes it incredibly interesting, because it doesn't really compete with a lot of other ones. I think as you see with a lot of coins right now, you have these channels that are in play, which, I mean, DOT not really, but like, with moves towards that midline of the channel, and wait, actually, it's a very, very difficult area. Personally, it's a difficult area for DOT, and for actually many of these coins, because it looks like there's, they're just about to just take a massive dump towards, like the market is looking like it literally, that's possible still. And like, I'm not seeing a lot of strength. Every single momentum indicator is below 50. It's everything's showing weakness. There's not a lot of strength in the market at the moment, and therefore, DOT is is no real exception to that. Like for a scalp, I would probably, if there was a dump and another, if the market took another hit, I would probably look for some kind of confluence with this downtrend here. Yeah, this is very interesting. I mean, probably my next long area, I don't know, I'd probably just wait until it goes to $10 again, to be honest with you. It's difficult. I have DOT in spot that I accumulated most of it around like $4, which I'm not selling. I'm just gonna keep it staked. So I'm not really looking to trade this coin, but I do think that look, if you compare these moves, you had this downwards move and there's a lot of buyback that happened here with a lot of reaction, and then you had this move here, which is a downwards move, and then you had almost no buyback and not a big reaction compared to this last reaction. And so I definitely think this is likely. I mean, not this, maybe this harsh, but maybe another scoot down. Something. I'm not exactly sure. Obviously, I don't know shit, but this is probably like, if I was to look into DOT for a long, I would not do it here. I would do it there, and I would make sure to time it well with like the Bitcoin pair, because I don't like how the US dollar pair looks. Sorry, here. Like even the Bitcoin pair does not look good. Although, no. It doesn't look like strength, if you ask me. It looks like just sideways scooting. What are your thoughts on this?
Wait, let me share my screen.
For the Bitcoin pair, if we just quickly, I would look for the 0.0036 area to long again. DOT, which is a move. It's like basically a minus 18% move from here.
Yeah, so we're kind of a support, not the strongest. Already got some bounces. So let's watch the daily. I think like the next strongest level is 14. And after that, as you said, it's like 10. Like this whole block here.
Yeah.
We'll probably long. Oh wait. Could be a long, but it's not like we only got a wick here, so that's why I marked it. But as you said, it doesn't have really strong levels below it, except now.
Let me just really quickly interfere. I'm really sorry about this. I saw that Bitcoin just got a nice reaction.
Yeah,
maybe Watts will get his 39.6 area sooner than expected.
like I think stocks bounce pretty hard.
That's
Yeah,
a
you can
nice
see.
candle. That's a nice candle on Bitcoin right now.
Yeah,
But it's
like stocks opened, first dumped, and now they're just pumping hard again.
well, that's a decent on the 5-minute chart. It's like a 1 point. I mean, it's all right. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to
No problem.
point that out because we were talking about shorting that. What was it? The weekly open. That was the weekly open, 39.6.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Let's see how it's going to. Yeah, but I think it's sort of too, like we are now bouncing off this level. Could have been a long, like we bounce. You can see
yeah,
now again, so now let's see, like for the first time, like this would be a reclaim of the soul. Wait,
this is a
shall be
good.
watching this level first for any reactions if you're in a scalp or anything like that. And on the higher time frame, on the daily, it's probably like I want to see acceptance above 20.6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in order to, but you can see like 23 is a really, really strong resistance. Maybe we are going to range a bit between like, yeah, this area here could be. Yeah, I think that's
I do
what
think I do think stocks opened really nicely. This. Okay, so I see though. Like you could see on the 30-minute chart that like BTC kind of got rejected by that trend line. Yeah, interesting. I don't know. I like the idea of looking into hedge, at least hedging around this area, 39.6 would be a decent area, perhaps even, yeah, a little bit higher, maybe even. Not sure. But I don't think the downwards moves are down. I don't think they're done, sorry. I think there's still room for downside. But in any case, I'm just gonna, I'm not actively trading Bitcoin. Yeah. Is there anything other that people want to have charted or whatever?
good question. Like I have to leave soon too, so I don't know
Yeah.
if there's anything else.
Yeah, I think we can do one last chart request.
Yeah.
Let's do
Something good.
algo. Algo.
I'll go. I'll go, you go. I'll go or you go?
Where is you want to go to? Or
I think Mania can do it.
Yeah.
let's see. Okay, I didn't chart this at all. Oh wait. How come I didn't chart this?
Algorand. It's actually a decent decent project. Wow. That just I'm
It's
looking at
losing a really
I'm looking at the chart right now. I mean, this is just pure bear heaven.
yeah. I
This
think
is
if we get a
a
daily close,
77% move from the top, and this is on like a pretty major token. Or it was very much hyped by a lot of the influencers on Twitter at one point. Yeah, this is just what do you think? Looks
yeah,
bearish.
like yeah, complete like we are close
Look
to
at
losing a really, really strong support level. especially on the daily. So if we lose this, it's probably much more downside.
I'll go
Yeah.
I
around.
don't see anything good about this now. Nothing bullish about this.
Nothing bullish about it.
Nah, nothing, not really. Not even on the lower time frame. Let's see. Like, look, we're losing strong levels here. Let me take a look. So at least reclaim 0.6768 for a small bounce, but I don't think we will break highs.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It looks so
So,
bearish. Like every
exactly.
It's
bump.
even it's below the 0.236 fib from like the entire low of March 2020. Yeah, I think this thing will realistically like 0.5 is like the first place where I would be interested in it again. But maybe not even. I don't know. Like 0.5 is a pretty. It's like maybe psychological a bit. Wow, this is like the entire market is looking like this.
Yeah. I feel like every pump should be, a short. Personally, I'm looking for Bitcoin to go above 41K to start longing some coins like this algo, and some other coins that look like algo. Yeah, it's just my thought. Like, for now, the longs are scalps, unless we go above 41K.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so you guys want to do one last chart request, or
Yeah, sure. I don't mind. And then I'll probably head off to bed.
all right?
in
So
an hour.
we have one harmony.
One. You want me to do this one?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. One harmony. I'm on the 5-minute chart. That's a bit. So this is actually interesting. I'm just from like visually speaking, this is looking like a low time frame, similar to. Let me just pop up. Sorry about this. Okay. So this is kind of what Luna looked like on low time frames for that massive move, right? And now I'm not seeing this one harmony, but like this is it's a pretty similar kind of. I really am only looking at low time frames, but like I would want this to, before I long this right now, I would wait for it to build some kind of. This is like an order block, you can really see it clearly. You have like this nice order block, and this would have been prime to long for Luna, and for one, I think if you get something like that, that would be amazing to long as well. Now I'm gonna look at the daily because I haven't looked at it yet. All I can see is down only. No, I'm joking. Wait, is this actually?
It looks bad.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, like, this does not look. Is this the start, or is this only on FTX? 1 USD. And look at this differently. Okay, that's actually. It's still bad. Not gonna lie, it's still bad. I wouldn't long it actually here. I would not.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Like, I
Yeah,
would wait for further confirmation.
Yeah, I would. I mean, honestly, there's nothing here that. Yeah, no. Yeah, you see, like sometimes this might work out. Actually, you have instances where, like, if the market now suddenly picks up something, this thing would probably do well. But like in terms of, for scalps, I would look for a retest of this trend line here. This, if let's say it would move all the way down to this trend line, it would coincide with this level here and this level here, right? Sorry, my bad. This level here, this would be long worthy in my opinion, right here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like touch points, and you have this little retest here. This like bounce off that line. This could be a cool area to long in my opinion, but only for like scalp. I would like in those kind of trades. What I usually do is I try to snipe them, and then as soon as I'm in profit, I'll have my stop in profit. And yeah, like this is it's not a safe long, But I would wait. I'd wait till we get into this area for one harmony. This would be kind of 0.094. Yeah, if you want to get in earlier, 0.94, 0.095 to 0.0937 is where I would long this. This is a very this is a very clear downtrend, and it actually is like moving down. Like it might not even hold. Like, when Solana was at one point looking similar to this, you can actually, let me show you what I mean. Put up the Solana Solper. I do enjoy looking and comparing fractals in that sense. It's fun, and a lot of times it makes a lot of sense. So where are we here? Okay, so you see this is for one harmony. I'm going to turn this here off. And this is kind of what Sol was looking like. So you have a similar kind of a thing, okay? And then you have this trend line here. This was Sol, and it was doing something similar. And you can see maybe the reaction for Sol was more cross, but there was a little bounce on this trend line, right? And then there was a reaction. So I would expect something similar to this play out, to be honest with you. Some kind of bounce here, whatever. You can easily, I mean, back when Sol did this was a 10% bounce. So I would probably expect maybe the same kind of move from here, like a 10%. You can have a relatively for one, you can have a relatively tight stop if you like a 2-3%. maybe even if you're like feeling risky, you have like a 2% stop and like maybe a 10% you know, take profit. But like this, you know, in terms of the same, if you look at the structure and compare the two, it does look like something like this will happen. You know, like one move, like a shuffle, and then just a breakdown of this until it reaches, I mean, so I'm not looking at the area right now, but this would probably be like for Sol, it was that same area. So like roughly here. And this would be kind of, actually it moved lower than this. Yeah, I don't know. Just to me, this looks very possible. This kind of structure that is building up. So as for that reason, I wouldn't. Sorry, let me. Oops, what did I just do? Escape. There we go. Either I would long back somewhere here, but for now, I wouldn't touch this thing. Yeah, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think like all in all, this is going down more. I think it's we already said like it's down, I don't know, 70% from all-time high. Wait,
Yeah, 74. That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
But I think there's room for like an 80. Like in general, you know, this is definitely, you know, I know people are saying like this is not the bear market and whatever, but like this is like you can,
in my,
you know,
yeah,
I mean, like this is that was, you know, the top was up here in you know, that was the top. And then you have some coins that have just outperformed, like even during this time, like Luna has just been really doing well. But like I do think it's very possible for these coins to retrace towards the 90%, minus 90%. That's
Agree.
possible. You know, it's like, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I wasn't there for the 2000 post 2017 2018 bear market, but I was there in 2000, like for the COVID crash.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's like the first time where you realize, oh wow, something can go down pretty fast, like far down. So yeah.
I think that's it, right?
That's it, yeah. I think so.
Perfect.
Wait, let me just have one more look at the Bitcoin. All right, so this move was short-lived. Little reaction. This looks like it's gonna break back down.
Yes, agree.
You know, I was looking for a break of this trend line here for Bitcoin. What was I? Yeah, I was looking for a break of this one here to give me confidence to kind of, you know, add to it. But like this is a heavy rejection right here. So I think that will be a great. Maybe you get a little thing, but like I think this 37.5 is a good area. Yeah. So if that was it, was that it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Do you guys and have any last words, like to end the stream?
No, I think generally right now it's just like a risk-off environment. and I'd probably still favor shorts right now during this time. So yeah, that's it for me. And
Yeah, same, like playing quick scalps, that's it. Not holding too long. And for BTC, like we always reset 37.56 is a good level to watch.
mhm.
Yeah, we have the same level, so it's up to the viewers if they're gonna long as well. So that's it for, I guess, today's stream, everyone. I hope you learned something and you got the charts you requested and took notes. So next stream, we forgot to do the risk management part this stream. So I guess we can do that next stream. What do you guys think?
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, I guess it's an important topic to cover. So
Yeah.
yeah. So that's it for us for now. This is Biras with Market Musician and Cryptomaniac. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Thank
Good one.
you. Take care. Bye.
Yeah, take care. I'm gonna